So, over the next few months, staying awake is definitely going to be the theme that I will continue to push and remind people of how important it is that you've reached this pivotal time and point within history, within your journey, where it is going to be absolutely necessary for you to pull out all the stops when it comes to really truly staying awake, being alert. And what does that really mean? Over the next few months, there is going to be a lot that takes place on the World Forum, things that we're going to witness making history. History is going to be in the making, and in actuality, it will really be a great reminder of the reason why it is that we've signed up to be here at this time. However, a lot of the things that will transpire, of course, are going to cause a great amount of distress and fear within humanity because a lot of people still on this earth, many people are leading unconscious lives, putting their faith and belief that this system that we've been living under is the only thing that is going to really help us move forward to see some sort of projected great outcome in the future. But for those of us who have been doing the work for the last few years, we understand where it is that we are currently at this time, and we understand what is going to be taking place. But that does not mean that because we know what's happening, that we somehow are out of the eye of danger. If anything, it's now more than ever that the time has come that we really truly need to protect what it is that we have built for ourselves. That means that we need to regularly check in, like I have often said, on our foundation, making sure that it is currently and still firmly rooted in stone. So the last few days, I've been out doing some weeding, and I'm reminded that weeds pop up all the time, that sometimes there is really no escaping as much as you can try and lay a proper foundation in terms of landscape fabric, proper soil without any sort of things within it that are going to cause the weeds to come up. That still weeds will come up. There may not be a ton of weeds like there were before, but there's still going to be weeds. And if we don't take care of the weeds that come up, then they start to multiply. And pretty soon, that beautiful garden that we have planted is filled with weeds that we can't even see the beauty of the flowers that we put there, or at the very least, it distracts us from the beauty. So that is a reminder that even though you may be spiritually strong, how strong are you to really truly weather what is about to come? Because this is the preparation that we've been in the making of doing by building that foundation. And that means that we regularly do have to go in and check in and make sure that everything is as it should be. One of the things that can really sort of slyly come in and take us off our path is distractions. And distractions come in all kinds of forms. One of the things that I'm noticing currently right now are a lot of things within the spiritual realm, so to speak, popping in and acting as if spirituality is not love and light, and it isn't always love and light. That there's no doubt about that. But if you are clearly sending a message that it is the opposite of that, that is a red flag. And so, while I'm not here to call people out or tell people what they should and should not be looking at, I am here to forewarn you that you need to do your due diligence to really check in with yourself, which means you do it through the heart and not always through the logical mind, to really understand whether what it is that you are watching or witnessing is something that is really for the greater good. Because the design of this system is as such that it is going to infiltrate every area, every spectrum of what it is that we currently are under. and it will find ways to come in and take us off our path by distracting us. This morning, I found myself looking at a video that I hadn't even spent that much time on. That's a controversy that's going on right now. It's not anything important by any means. And just watching that one video put a ton of the same content in my feed. So we know that the algorithm is also picking up on what it is that we're watching by feeding us more of the same thing. That is a distraction. Fear is a distraction. Fear is a disease, and it is a disease that once it enters into your heart, it disturbs the peace of your soul. And then it spreads like wildfire, not just to you, but everybody around you. So there'll be no more important time than now to stay peaceful and stay calm. No matter where you are on your journey, these are all indications and warnings that we all need to heed at this current time. Now, there's a scripture in the Bible that says, the love of the greater number will cool off. And the intention behind that is to let us know that just because you've been on your journey for some period of time, you still have to check in with where it is that you're at as far as your awareness and your consciousness is concerned, because it is going to be very easy when these things start to build momentum to get pulled into the vortex of fear, feeling as if there is a side that we need to choose in order to make one right and the other one wrong. This is not what we have prepared for. What we're preparing for is what is going to happen after the storm. And that is going to be a global event that each and every individual on the face of this earth will have an opportunity to experience. So, right now, currently, it is incredibly important that you are building the foundation to really withstand whatever it is that may come within the next few months. And please bear in mind that even if you can't see amidst the chaos that there is any hope or any good that is happening, may I remind you that you don't ever look at the ocean and assume that there is no life happening within its depths. And in fact, that would be completely out of your mind for even thinking that. You know that life exists. You know that even though you may not be able to witness it and see it, that it is happening. So please bear in mind that as these things pick up speed, that you can bet that there is a greater good that is happening. This is the chrysalis. This is the chaos period. And it is always such before something beautiful arises from it. We just have to have faith more than we have ever had faith ever before in our life. So here it is. Please stay awake. Do your due diligence to continue to fight the fine fight by remaining in love, by remaining in light, and by staying awake and really paying attention to what is happening around you. Much love and light.